Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Diva D. Here I am with some piping hot tea. Are you ready? Are you ready for this piping hot tea? Well, I am going to update you guys on the Shedeur Deion Sanders debacle, or whatever you want to call it. It seems as though the young man has been drafted. He has been drafted in the third, 1, 2, 3. But Pappy said he was going to be drafted in the first round. Third round to the Cleveland Browns. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think about this. But and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Just know this. As a Black woman who attended a HBCU, I have a great amount of respect for young men who stick with being in HBCUs. And I'll tell you where my respect comes from. My respect comes from, and my admiration comes from, guys who stick through it, like Steve McNair, who understood that he was going to be faced with adversity. Not someone who came to our school, who came to the HBCU family with the name and the prestige. And instead of saying what the real thing was, which is what I knew to be the truth from the beginning, that they came in order to use us as little stepping stones. He came to a place, Jackson State, where he knew that we would, one, desperate for a head coach. Two, the school would get his name. So, like I said, we had a win-win situation there. And then three, for him, which was, and a lot of people don't realize this, but him going to Jackson State was more beneficial to Deion Sanders and Shedeur than it was to Jackson State. But with all the hoopla surrounding Mr. Sanders, we don't realize that as fans of Deion Sanders. I've never been a fan of Deion Sanders, by the way. I saw how he treated Pilar, and I saw how his star outshined how he treated her. Same thing with how he did Jackson State. His star outshined how he treated us. Yes, they could not pay him what the Colorado Buffaloes could pay him. He knew that. He went in with an agenda, and that agenda was to make us the little practice team in order to build up his son. Because I can guarantee you this, had he started with the Colorado Buffalo as a freshman, little Sanders boy wouldn't have started. And I still stand on what I say. I hope he's successful in the NFL. Don't get it twisted. But I stand on what I say. He was not. I'll put it this way. He's drafted where he should have been drafted. And I stand by what I said in the beginning. He should be a backup quarterback. If anything. He shouldn't even start. But I know one other mouth that got put on him that nobody is recognizing, because the Caucasian people have also been, they've said some ugly things. They've said some things that are racist, which is what Caucasian people do, is to be expected. But the reason why he wasn't picked, I don't think it was race. I think it was coupled with Deion's arrogant ass attitude. And the fact that to me, and a lot of other people, and 2000s of people, white and black, commenting, saying that, he just wasn't that great. I saw him play at Jackson State. I said that before. And I've never been impressed. Never. And then I said, okay, well, be fair. See how he does at Colorado. I'm a football. Like I said, I'm a sports fan. So most of the time, men think they can get over on women when we talk sports. But no, not all of us. I said, well, let me go, because I hate really college football. I'm more like a pro football watcher. But I will watch, college football, if Jackson State is playing or Southern is playing, or when he first left and went to Colorado, I was like, oh my God. His style of play is very, very repetitive. Very, very similar to how he played at Jackson State. This young man started playing football as a quarterback at Jackson State as a freshman. And these were all favors to Pappy. We did not stand on principles or morals with him because we all knew that we wanted his name there. It wasn't because he was the greatest quarterback that ever walked through the halls of Jackson State. It wasn't that at all. It was simply due to the fact that we wanted his name. And I surely believe that we knew as HBCU grads and current attendees of the HBCU knew that he was not going to stay there. Nobody gave us credit enough to be able to push him out into the forefront and be a top round draft pick. Oh, well, he still wasn't a top round draft pick. Either way. My point wasn't, and again, I always will be, if he was good enough, he was good enough. That's what it was. Just one moment. Let me look up Steve McNair's position in the draft real quick. Here's a little bit of history on the humble Steve McNair. In 1995, Steve McNair was selected by the Houston Oilers they're saying that over again. That's how articles do sometimes. In the 1995 NFL draft pick as the third overall pick drafted out of Alcorn State University. Our players don't have enough confidence in themselves to stick around and understand that if you are great, you are great. And you will be where you need to be in whatever position that you play in, if you are great. And I would tell people, they telling me, Shedeur got the numbers, Shedeur got this, Shedeur got that. I'm like, he's still no Steve McNair. Someone who was great and loyal to the HBCU. And just remember, we got our wake-up call dealing with Deion Sanders. Okay? Everybody's talking about it's a race thing. It's a race thing. Well, I believe it was a race thing on his behalf because he thought he could do better at a Caucasian school than he could at a black school. He thought his son could do better. He was above it, but he wasn't above it for us to be their little stepping stone. See, nobody want to think about that. But I'm real with it over here. And if you can't take the real, then you should go over there where they ain't real. But it's going to be real over here. Real and raw. And I'm going to give it to you like I do. I don't give two shakes of a rattlesnake's ass about Deion Sanders. Okay? Never have. And that's solely also based on not just the way his style of coaching and his arrogance. It also goes to the way he treated women. Shout out to Tracy, who finally left his drab ass who wouldn't marry her. He's the one who was winning with her. But people were acting like, she's lucky to be with Deion. How? He's a God-fearing man. Yeah, that's bullshit. Anybody can get up and pray and preach with all that flash and pomp and circumstance and do all that with all that flashiness. That don't gel well with good Christian behavior, that does it. But y'all let him get away with it. And let him get away with how he treated women, because everybody was celebrating when he only gave Pilar that little $1 million to live off of for the rest of her life. Couldn't have been me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I cannot stand when powerful men get into positions, and then once they're in those positions of power, then it's the woman who is made to look bad when she stands up for herself, or when she wants custody of her own children. She wants to raise her children. Okay? It's Team Woman over here, because I know how they do. But in essence, again, we are going to let the black people breathe and let them celebrate. Shador has been drafted. Fifth round, the 144th pick. So now y'all can breathe and get off of riding the race card all the way. And I don't like to say that about my people. I don't. But it is such an easy go-to when it comes down to shit like this. It's because of his race. I know what it is. It's because they jealous. I know what it is. And I'm like, people who is jealous of this young man? Who? The owners, the coaches, the other players? Why would they be jealous of him when they got more and some have more and the same as what he has? I'm speaking of especially other players. Okay. But again, he has been drafted 5th round, 144th pick. Shador Sanders will be going to the Cleveland Browns. Like I said, now you black people can breathe because nobody was cutting a damn fool like us in this. That's the reason why I did commentary on it as well, because I could not believe the reactions that we had in regards to this young man who plays very fucking mediocre. And that's with that, I'm going to close. Let me stop. Come on in. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. Again, black folks, breathe in, breathe out. He's drafted. Let it go now. Okay? But then when y'all see daddy all up on the internet, getting him into trouble with that mouth, what are you going to say then? When he doesn't start every game, or when somebody sacks his ass just a little bit too hard or too rough. Oh, and by the way, don't think I'm not going to check you all to the Caucasian fellow Mississippian brethren over there down to that Caucasian fraternity playing the trick on Shador. That was a dick move. Somebody needed to tell you. Okay. Now, with that, I'm going to close. Come on in. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. And don't forget to like the video. It is very, very important. Share the video. Why? Because sharing is indeed caring. As I do when I close, I'm going to check them out. Deuces.